Hello, boys and girls. It's Fido Day 23, Thursday, April 23rd. Today, we're going to be doing the Check My Progress together. We are going to be on pages 757 and 758 in your books. You may want your note packet, your gold note packet with the first three lessons 4, 6, and 7 that we did. You may also need your multiplication chart. And we're going to complete those 2 pages. Here's going to be your favorite part of the day. I know it. No submission today. So I just want you to follow along with me, complete this video, follow along in your books on page 757 and 758. Okay? Go ahead and pause it if you don't have your books, or if you don't have your notes, or if you don't have your multiplication chart. Okay? I'm going to get started. Here we go. Number 1, scaling is what we did yesterday. Scaling is the process of blank a number when you multiply by a fraction that is greater than or less than 1. So if we go back just a page or two, it's the process of resizing. Remember, we had all of those examples where people owed you money, I said, and they're not giving you all of it. They resized the amount that they gave you. We're going to look at numbers 2 and 3. We're not going to use the models at all because we know how to do this mathematically, boys and girls, and we're just going to use the mathematical process here. Top times top. 2 times 1 is 2. Bottom times bottom. 5 times 2 is 10. We do need to, we're not going to shade the models. We need to find the product and write it in simplest form. 2/10, I can divide top and bottom by 2 there. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 1/5. Come on over here. Number 3, top times top is 9. Bottom times bottom, 4 times 5 is 20. Think about it for a minute. Can you think of a number that will go into both? 2 won't work in these. Will 3? Nope. How about 5? Nope. How about 7? Nope. How about 9? Nope. 9/20 is the simplest form there, boys and girls. Moving down the page, we're going to multiply some more. We're still going to write it in simplest form. Top times top, 4. Bottom times bottom, 18. Do you think of a number that goes into both? 2 will go into both. 4 divided by 2 on top is 2. 18 divided by 2 on the bottom is 9. 2/9, those are both prime numbers, so I know it's in simplest form. Number 5, top times top, 20. Bottom times bottom, 30. Can you think of a number that will go into both? When they both end in 0, I know I can divide by 10. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 30 divided by 10 is 3. 2/3. 6. We need to change this into an improper fraction. I know 3 is going to stay the denominator. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Here we go. Top times top, 1 times 14, 14. 5 times 3 is 15. I know that's in simplest form because 14 is only 1 away from 15. And over here, we need to change these both. This I know is going to have an 8 on the bottom. 8 times 7 is 56, plus 1 is 57 over 8. I know the second one is going to have a 6 on the bottom. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 5 is 17. Here we go, top times top, 57 times 17. This is our X's and our O's, isn't it? When I multiplied times the 7, I got 399. X out the 7. Put an O underneath. 1 times 7, 7. 1 times 5 is 5. Double checking my work before I add. That looks good. Let's add it up. 9, 16. Regroup the 1. 969 over 8 times 6 is 48. We definitely need to long divide here. Let me move my book up just a little bit farther so I have some workspace for you to see. 48 will not go into 9, but it goes into 96 twice. That's exactly 96. I get nothing left over, but I've got to bring down this 9. 48 into 9 is 0. I get 9 left over. I have nothing else to bring down. The 9 becomes my numerator. The 48 is my denominator. I'm going to bring that over here, but just when you thought you were done, I can think of a number that will go into 9 and also into 48, and that number is 3. So I rewrite my 20. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 48 divided by 3 is 16. 20 and 3/16. Whew, that was a hard one. Let's look at number 8 together, boys and girls. Number 8, take a look at it with me. Number 8, it's a number times an amount that's greater than 1. Because it's greater than 1, I know the product is going to be greater than the number. This is like your grandma says she's going to give you 4 1/8 cookies. And she does that every day for a whole week. You're going to have more cookies than just 4 1/8. And here, 3/5 times 1, well, any number times 1 is just the number itself, even if that number is a fraction. So this is actually going to be exactly equal to 3/5, because this would equal 3/5. So if Grandma said she was going to give you 3/5 of her $1 million fortune, and she gives you exactly 1/3, she's going to give you an equal amount, exactly what she promised you. And you're going to give it to your favorite math teacher of all time, right? All right, just teasing. I know better. That's okay. Here we go. Number 10. Tom spent 1/6 of the day. I'm on the next page, 758, number 10. Tom spent 1/6 of the day working in the flower bed. He spent 2/3 of that time adding mulch to the flower bed. What fraction of the day did Tom spend adding mulch? So it's 2/3 of 1/6. And I think I've told you this before. You can change of to multiply. So on top, it's 2 times 1, which is 2. 3 times 6 on bottom is 18. Let's divide both of those by their common factor of 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 18 divided by 2 is 9. And it's of the day. Of the day. Number 11, Nick spent 3/4 hours doing homework. Of that time, 2/3 was spent on a social studies project. How many hours did Nick spend working on the project? So it's 2/3 of 1 3/4. Again, we can change of to multiplication. Let's also change 1 3/4. So it's 2/3 times, I know the denominator's 4. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 4 is 12. Let's set up our division box. 14 goes in, 12 stays out. 1/12. 1 times 12 is 12. Remainder 2 over 12. Let's divide that 2 and that 12 by 2. So 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1 on top. 12 divided by 2 is 6. How many hours? Looking good, boys and girls. Okay? Everybody okay? We're going to do number 12, and then we're going to be done for the day because there's no submission. Anita grew a garden with 3/4 of the area for vegetables. In the vegetable section, 1/6 of it was carrots. 1/6 of the 3/4. Let's multiply. 1 times 3 is 3. 6 times 4 is 24. Divide top and bottom by 3. 1/8 of the garden. Again, boys and girls, no submission today. Yay! Good job. I really appreciate you working on these ones with me today. Take care. Miss you all.